Oh yeah, before that I want to check my position and what happened. Okay, I didn't fall that far down, but there is a cut. I realized there must have been something. I have a record by Crisp now. There was also another trick that I didn't know when I drove my PB, which was actually really sick. This is this plastic bounce right there. That already gains a bit of time. But there must be something else because they gained a second, the new records. Ah, there it is. Oh. Good, okay. Went so far outside there. Is that really worth it? But yeah, okay, interesting. Wanted to see that before we go live with a new track by SQL the Norbinarius. Norbinarius, almost there. Is that the speed tech map? Let's see. This is dirt. Oh. Oops. Is this a drift here? Ah, looks like it, okay. Actually, a mixed map. Like a real drift in a otherwise off-road map. We don't have that quite often. Oh. Also you can drive it like this, but I guess you don't want to have this airtime. Okay. Because I'm not sure with that finish, I wanna check already in the GPS if there is another way to finish it. Because it finished pretty late, now I'm not sure if there is a fast finish and this slow one. Maybe we can find some interesting lines already. It stays very inside. Okay. Early drift. Or even here a small slide. And like this. And like this. Ah, there we go. I knew there was something. Good that I checked. I have slid out so much, as if it was ice. Nineteenth. Was not a good run. It's a very difficult map, I would think. I would say. And it seems the typical Saturday again, where I'm the only okay boy. That's really standard on Saturdays almost. Interesting finish. Why do I not see this okay boy in the... Ah, now I see it. Massa. Okay. Yeah, it's faster. If you hit it well. What a big difference though. Okay, I struggle with a gear and knockout. If I reach the one, generally, it is super important to keep this gear, obviously. Consistently. At the moment I think I might struggle with it. Oh, almost touched there. Yeah. I'm by the way mega tired. I slept only 1 hour last night. And then I was now at work. The pun. Thank you for the prime sub. I saw how much I lost in this one section. Let's delete the ghost. Scheiße. Ja. Fucked it up. I could have been safe. It's not good enough. Yeah, now I hit it of course perfect when I had a mistake before. That's amazing. Okay, let's bring it home. Yeah. It's an interesting risky finish, to be honest. It's a good idea. Even though it annoys me right now. So, that isn't really the best possible run, but it might be exactly the improvement I needed. Was equal. Didn't drop too much. I mean, in a normal cup of the day, I would say this is not a div 1 time. Not a Div 1 run. But maybe it's easier today. I hope so. I mean, it looks like it. Let's improve it anyway. It wasn't perfect. Too late to restart. It's a back and forth in this run. Yeah. Ui. Massa is actually super close, just 9,000. Oh, just 1,000. Massa? Massa? Massa! I need to wait until it refreshes there. And he is in Division. I guess he's staying in 1. Okay. I checked the record. Yeah, no, Binarius is actually... I also thought so, that I know this name. It's not a map name. It's the player name, the co-author. Okay, let me check, and I was not focused. How does he drive it? I think you want to do this drift. Ideally. Actually, there is not much. There is not much to this one. It's just basically the GPS. Okay. Live. It's starting already? Man, how quick is that nowadays? Also, losing this gear costed me 8/10 now. I can already now tell you that this is gonna knock me out. This is the one downside with this map. The map is really good, but it's always annoying when there is one gear that is a little bit more difficult to hold. And then it costs you that much. Then there are parts right afterwards where you can not save that gear. It will just lose you an immense amount of time. Like, that's always annoying. Exoplot. Oh, there is a risky. Didn't know. I will test something. 1.1, 1.4. Yeah, it is only 3/10 to be honest. And to be honest, I can see myself losing 3/10 in that drift into the finish. Definitely. Well, 4th place is Kakne. That is a guy that I might battle later on today. I actually won't do that much deep dip today. There is a competition ongoing, a weekly competition, always with $100 prize pool, hosted by North Americans from Kentucky Club. I took part there last week and it was incredibly exciting. There are 1v1 matches that you do there. And I had one 1v1 match against Kakne in the semi-final. Whoever won that got also prize money. It was an interesting, epic match. I recorded that. And yeah, I don't know really when I can show you that recording. I should have done that already, to be honest. Because now, of course, nobody will be interested right now into that. But at some point I'm gonna show it. Oh yeah, dummy. But I see you meant basically 3 hours after the start of the Cup of the Day. Because I would have asked that, start or end Cup of the Day, but then you wrote the time. So, seems 3 hours after the start. My practice is of course pretty low yet. So in theory I need to train maps for that as well. So I can actually only go shortly on deep dip. But I start with deep dip anyway, more like than in the week. And at the moment I'm watching a lot. Like today at work, I have been watching Virtual's YouTube stream. So by the side, basically. The Binkss guy, I really have the feeling he's trying hard. He's the new Scrappy. And he's playing a lot lately. Yeah, maybe. Or most improved player, Binkss. So many more Cup of the Day wins than before. Huge improvement. I mean, he is of course not streaming, so he might be just more focused also for these cups. It really feels like that he's trying a bit harder, that he's really focused on winning them at the moment. I mean, that might then also leave. Because it's just, yeah. On the one hand, it is quite important to win some Cup of the Days. You kind of really want to do that. It's like still the biggest competition, you could say, in terms of participants. But then also, you have it every day. And then it feels like not that so important. Like to really full try focus on this every day. It's, yeah. But of course, when you're new to it, then you do that. I lost 10 positions with going safe finish. Actually, I would have PB'd in this lap. I drove a 0.8. My PB is a 0.67. Also with a good last drift, I would have PB'd. During deep dip, we get now difficult author times all over the place. Like already the author time from yesterday. Of course, now there was a cut found in the very ending, now it's easy. But that author time, it was doable, but it was challenging. Also if there wasn't a cut, then, okay, even now with a cut because it was found so late, I can say that not even close, it's not even close that 100 players would have gotten that author time. It was a challenging one. And here as well, another challenging one. I mean, I didn't check all the time now what kind of time state drive in the front. Yeah, I didn't check it all the time what they drive in front. Okay, I think it was 0.1 most of the times, but Binkss is getting a 99 here. Not sure if that's the fastest he did. It's very close to the author medal, but even he... maybe he drove already 98 or faster, but even for him, like even the first place of rounds here struggles to get the author medal. So it's again challenging. Similar to yesterday, maybe a little bit more difficult. Losing gear, not so nice. I had a decent drift there in the ending. That brought me some positions, otherwise it could have been close. And I'm not even far away from my PB. even though that was really not the greatest run. So I definitely can improve the PB. Oh, for a moment I had a brain lag here, I wasn't sure where to go in the start, because you cannot really see the road, or you can only barely see it. I had that gear issue here, it didn't matter too much, but still, and then close to the PB, it's interesting. I mean, I had in the seeding all the time the feeling that I was far away from what I could get. And now I know the lines a bit better. That was closer now. Massa is still in. He was so close to get in. I remember the one cup of the day that Massa joined the voice chat. I remember he was barely getting into Div 1, and then he was the best okay boy. And got really far. This was close now. I actually lost also a bit of time in the last drift, and I don't really manage to get a big lead of over 3/10 where I could just go safe. That's a close one. But in. Ah yeah, PB'd. Was close. What is Virtual doing, by the way? Is he doing Cup of the Day? Or not? Spammy is out now. Wow. And Link as well, Solo, Speedster. Very good names. This is the by far best start I had. I mean, you see it on my position as well. I could go safe even. But let's bring it home just to see what I can get. Ah, okay. Was the last 4KO round. Yeah, that shows what I can achieve here on this map. Was still a bit of safe this last drift. Didn't really want to fail it there now. But it's easy to miss a line. Obligatory red position in the first checkpoint. It's really standard. Binkss is winning pretty much every round, and now he drove a really bad time for his standard. It is of course still much faster than my PB. But it's much slower than what he already drove and still first. He does not really have an opponent. The only opponent is himself. You know what I will do now. That's the safest save finish ever. Not so nice is that Down is getting second here in these rounds. But he got second with a 0.5. That is lower than my PB. I have an issue. Ah, that was so unfortunate. Of course, in this round, I drop a gear. I was on a really good run, and I would have been in easily. I was third. Basically, what happened, it started already a bit earlier, but it didn't need to happen. Like in the last 3 rounds, I had the issue that I got too far right here on the exit, and when I went through this corner, I couldn't really start my drift nicely because the back wheels could touch this wall. So the drift was maybe a bit awful. I got now a bit wider, and in this run I had to do very early drift here in this turn, and then I ended up to inside, and I had to slightly open my steering here, which meant that I was having a different angle on the plastic and needed to steer a bit stronger right here, but then I lost my gear. And it would have been all fine if I don't lose my gear, but I lost the gear. And yeah, this is another part where losing the gear is just so bad. Like, the run was over. I lost so much time with that. I couldn't really avoid it to lose more or to lose less. Or I couldn't avoid to lose that much. Whatever. Yeah. With a perfect ending, maybe there was still a chance, but the others all got a finish now in that round as well. Like, all got a good finish as well. I had to risk it, but even if I got through there, it wouldn't have been enough. I already fucked up the turn before anyway in the transition. But even with that, like, after the gear change, the round was over. I think the ending was too good by the others. Even though it was just a 10th, I think it was not catch-upable. Yeah, will Josh hold the gear? Yeah, he did. It's always annoying when you go out like that, because it's not really a crash. No. Not really a crash, it just happens. Oh, down! Down is out. He touched the bumper right before the finish line. He touched it slightly and boom. I was able to hold that first gear pretty often now, that's at least nice. To be honest, the thing why I'm a little bit upset with that is that I believe, but maybe this round is proving me wrong, no it doesn't, that I believe that this is a winnable cup. Because it was very often just Binkss and then a huge gap. And with my .44, which I'm pretty sure I can improve, which I'm pretty sure I would have even improved in that one when I went out. Like usually that is what Lars always says, that he was on PB when he gets knocked out. I think that I was also on PB because I was third and it was a good run until then. And I believe with like .4, .3, maybe even a .2, you can actually beat all the others. And then you only need a round like this, where Binkss gets knocked out. I mean, this is not sure yet. If he gets knocked out, he can come back from that. Yeah, already has a much better line than some of the players, so he catches up to the field. And I guess that his finish turn is gonna be good. Usually, but he has of course more pressure now. Nothing decided yet. Ooh, oh, okay. But this is a round that could have knocked me out. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that I have seen such a round now, where it would have been easy to get knocked out. Binkss went super inside. You don't need exit speed for that finish, but he had so low exit speed that it almost mattered. Almost everyone sniped him back. I guess that Binkss lost the gear in the start because he was immediately behind, but he didn't lose that much then. Maybe he found a good safe approach for that. Like, I guess you would need to release to not get any gear change, but I think you would need to release so much that it really costs a lot of time and a lot of patience to finally accelerate. Rodrix is also a name I've seen lately in another new cup, doing pretty well. Oh, that was Muri. Auris with a very nice snipe against Rodrix, and that would have been the important snipe if Muri didn't crash. The theory, it's what you would expect. Binkss is gonna go into the final. Oh god, that's not a good line. And he lost the gear, but that's not the worst part to lose it. Still, he lost a lot here. Yeah, and then it's the battle between Auris and Rodrix that decides who's joining Binkss in the final. And then you only have to be lucky. Like, if I was against Binkss in the final here, there's of course the one chance that he crashes, but I of course would go all in then. I would just try. And try to get like a .2 or something, and maybe he has a slightly worse round and it's winnable. But if he wins here again, then he is, I think, on a streak of 3 wins in a row. Against Scrappy, against Elcon, against now Auris. The weakest opponent of the 3, you might say. I mean, pace-wise, surely. He's further away than the pace that Scrappy or Elcon had against Binkss. But who knows, maybe Auris is also now thinking I'm full risking it. Maybe I get a run of my life. For the start, it looks good for Binkss though. And he was always having good endings, especially. No gear losses. Aurus had good last corners, but Binkss of course as well. Yeah, that was a good round by Aurus, not his PB though. If he had PB'd, he would have been close. Also there was a chance with a PB. Binkss. Adema. Like that's French for bis morgen or until tomorrow. Yeah, he has 3 in a row, and I think without the LOL Cup of the day in between, he would actually have 5 in a row. Also he has 4 in a row basically if you count out the LOL Cup of the day map. That's actually yeah, not so bad. No? He's catching up to me in the standings. Probably is already overtaking. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, then I will now have a look into Deep Dip for a bit at least. We have here the streamer's room. Let me see if I can join like this now. There were some updates to this plugin. I wonder if the position of the timer, yeah, I have to redo some stuff. It's also back to 0 faults, 0 floors, 0 meters. PB 34 meters, where I'm starting. And then that means that I need to go into this plugin. As I said, the green timer was in the way here. So my idea was to put it to 08, 00. Man. Yeah, of course, was 02 is so weird. And then to I don't know what. Maybe 0.1, 0.2. Now we make it also smaller, and it's actually more 0.1. And we can go a little bit further down. No. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Upsala. So, did I get it finally? Beautiful, right? Okay. Ah no, we want to see this mini-map for sure. Why does it not show the world record for me? Hot. Okay, it's this. Do you know why it doesn't show me the world record on the left side? Also I know that it showed it for virtual, at least.
Oh, hello there. Here we are, again. This feels familiar somehow, doesn't it? Like the cat in the Matrix. We've been here before. Sorry for the wait. We just kind of took our time to make sure we didn't fall victim to a certain cliche. You know, the one where the sequel isn't as good as the original. Yeah, to hell with that. We have brought you a challenge that's going to keep you up at night. A dedicated team has come together with complete disregard for your sanity, and we are finally ready to present Deep Dip 2. This one is bigger, better, taller, and scarier. I hope you came prepared because it's going to keep you busy for a while. Don't forget to explore the plugin a little bit.
The shadows are a little bit
There's quite a lot
different
to
here.
find. It has some really cool features and can really enhance your experience. As you traverse the tower, you and I might run into each other again. I may offer some words of encouragement. For now, though, that's all I've got. Go on, start your adventure. We'll talk soon. Good luck, have fun, and the only way is up.
Okay, since when is that the case? I watched Virtual like in the early afternoon and that was working, and I saw also how far Bren got, so I guess that this is still the record. Yeah, he has been, but how does it bug like this? Ah, okay, so right after. That explains it at least, but do you know why it is bugged? Also, was someone somehow at this height? Maybe rejoining the server and the car spawned somewhere in the sky? Something like that?
So you've started a new journey. Are you ready for this? Are you sure? The thing about journeys like this is you won't find out how much it means to you until you reach your goal. Your goal is personal, though. Others might have a different one. What's yours?
Oh. I didn't know you can get stuck, okay. I was like so a bit surprised by that. Oops. Nope. I'm struggling with the inverted steering. I do that basically the first time, you know. That's why. Made it, but then landed completely on the tires. Job, guys. I didn't fall a single time and I reached my PB. That's the first try. Okay. Now I failed this jump last time. I saw how...
Dip 2. A scanner Dipley.
I saw how others lined it up. So I will try that as well. Ja. A Phenomica. Now I realize. Phenomica, welcome. Where is Zeus? Also still there. There are United Cups actually happening. In Trackmania United forever. We still have some leagues, we still have some cups. Currently there is Kaki United. Somehow 5 years ago the United community just came back. And a lot of people came together back. And then we have currently like Sander, Blackheart, Roa, a lot of big names are all there. Lolo Max. It's crazy. And now some original cars got added into this game, which means, yeah. But yeah, I'm playing the game non-stop since then. Like all the other United guys were inactive, the game was dead at some point, but yeah. I played it all the way through. So, this seems to be the most difficult part of the track until here. Let's see how my first try goes. What I need to do is I need to go slightly to the left and then I need to jump against this, and it's also a bit luck based, I would say. Okay. Then let's go. Yo.
Well, here you are. I guess that means you're going up the tower. Fair enough. You've got a long way ahead of you, but the fact that you're here means you've got soul. I appreciate that.
Also, this is my first try, guys. It's actually crazy. My very first try. This is it. So, right? I'm landing there. No, I'm not. Okay. I mean, this was immediate PB. You see how much it helps if you just spectate others. But with this jump I wasn't really sure because you have to commit. I was first unsure if I slide out, and then I got this turn so easy and I was so incredibly far left. Too far left actually. Like you wanna jump off as far right as possible because then you have a shorter distance to this platform. And because I actually ended up so far left, I didn't expect that. I had to steer a bit to the right to avoid this pillar. But if I steer here to the right, I have a longer way and I don't really land on that platform anymore. That was the issue.